Hello guys, welcome and welcome back again to another video. Thank you guys so much. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. The past few weeks, Nigeria have seen rising kidnapping cases. Like in 1 week alone, we had the kidnap of KB girls. We had the kidnap in Kwara State, the attack on a church in Kwara State. We also had the kidnap of over 300 students. Kids, guys, the Catholic Church has finally released the list of all the students that were kidnapped. Guys, these monsters, these bandits went as far as kidnapping 2-year, 3-year, we know kindergarten kids, right? These bandits went as far as kidnapping nursery kids. If you are not a Nigerian, what we mean by nursery school kids are kids that are at the kindergarten. Those we call kindergarten nursery in Nigeria. So nursery 1, nursery 2, that is 1 year old, 2 years, 3 years old kids. These are some of the people, in fact, majority of the people that these bandits kidnapped. I was thinking that it was at least secondary school children. It's not like it was going to make it any better, but 1-2 years old children, what are they going to do with those kids? If you have a toddler in your house, like a 1-2 year 3-year-old child, you understand what I mean. These are kids that need your constant attention, kids that need their parents or their guardian 247. How are these monsters that live in the bush? These bandits actually live in the bush. They don't live in a normal house like you and I. They live in the bush. So how are they going to take care of these children, these toddlers? How did our government even allow this to happen in the first place? How are the parents of these children, how are they coping? I cannot imagine my 2-year-old or 3-year-old at the hands of terrorists. How are they even coping? Knowing that your little girl, your little boy is in the hands of terrorists that live in the bush. How are they going to feed those children, the children? These kids require 247 attention. You change their diaper, you feed them morning, afternoon, night, plus all the snacks that they eat. You give these children, you give them attention 247. How are these terrorists, how are they going to cope in the hands of the terrorists that lives in the bush? I don't even know, like, this world is just full of evil. The world is just full of evil, and it makes me really emotional when I talk about these things because it's crazy. They kidnap kindergarten kids, kidnap primary school children. Those ones are the ones that are like 6 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old to 12 years old. These are kids. What are those terrorists doing with such? Why can't they go and face, if they have any issues with the government, why can't they go and face the government and leave children alone? These kids, they don't know anything. They are innocent. Why target these children? Just because they want to hurt the country, they want to make the country pay, or they want to, what do they hope to achieve? See what I'm showing you guys. See, I am going to leave it on your screen. Nursery 1, nursery 2, nursery 3 kids that are, nursery 1 kids are kids that are at the kindergarten, that just started kindergarten. That is primary, 2 year, 3 years old, 1 year old, as the case may be. So what are these terrorists, what are they doing with these children? I am going to leave the full list on your screen. This is crazy. It is crazy. I cannot even imagine what the parents of these children are going through. And everybody is acting like this is not normal. It can never ever be normal. The fact that we have normalized this thing, that we are numb to this thing, this is evil. Things should never be like this. No country should be run in this manner. If you are a parent, this should scare everybody. Every single person. You are not safe. Nobody is. Only today alone, there has been reported attacks from different states in Nigeria. I'm going to leave some of them on your screen. From Kwara State again, Kwara again, to Kogi State. The one they did in Kogi State, they said that the military was able to repel them. Good, great. Then in Kano State, about 10 people were abducted. And then another one in different states. There was even one that was reported that a pregnant woman was abducted. These things are not normal. They are not normal at all. These are things that every single person in Nigeria should be speaking against. You should stand up. Keeping quiet will not make these things go away. We need to stand up. We need to start talking about it. We need to ask for help because Nigeria needs help. And when some of us say that some people in our government, or let's say our government, because of course the bulk stops at the table of the president. Our government, whether directly or indirectly, they appease these terrorists, because when you appease terrorists, they continue to carry on. They don't just stop. Look at all the peace meetings that have been had with these terrorists. None of these peace meetings have been able to stop these terrorists from terrorizing Nigeria. None of them have been able to stop the bandits from terrorizing the country. Instead, it keeps increasing because more people keep joining the bandits, because they see that, okay, if you become a bandit, you'll be able to access the government, you can have meetings, you can do whatever you want, and nobody will ask you questions. That is exactly what is happening. And these past few days, these people has been so brazenly public, and one was even threatening our military, like, okay, you are saying that you want to come and rescue the girls, right? Oh yeah, come and rescue them. We have them. Come and rescue them. I saw the video and I was like, how dare these people threaten our military? These are some of the things that happen in Nigeria that I've never seen such a thing before. I have never seen such a thing before. Honestly, I've never seen such a thing before. Anyways, the good news is that the government has announced that the 25 girls that were kidnapped, 25 school children, not girls, they are school children, kids that were kidnapped, have been freed. They didn't tell us the details of the freeing. When they were asked, they said, according to the government spokesperson, they had to contact the terrorists, and the terrorists were afraid of what the government would do to them, so they released the girls. They didn't tell us that ransom was paid, which many people have alleged that ransom was paid as usual, but they didn't tell us that. So let us just believe the government on this one. And then another good news is that those girls that were kidnapped from Kebbi State have been freed. I am so happy, particularly. In fact, I just saw the video of that one. I am particularly happy that those ones have been rescued. But the government should do everything and whatever it takes to rescue those nursery and kindergarten kids and all the over 300 children that were kidnapped from that Catholic school. They need to release every one of them. They need to free them. Let these children go back to their family. I cannot even imagine the trauma that these kids have been through. Nobody should have their children be in the hands of the terrorists. Nobody deserves that. No parent should have his or her child be at the mercy of terrorists. That is so scary. It is scary. And now, guys, there was this video that I saw. Video of Nigerian government official. They were conducting a mass wedding, like mass wedding for orphans. Guys, these orphans are kids. These orphans are people that are not empowered. People that do not have, they don't have, I'm not sure that they even went to primary one. Nothing. They don't have anything on their own. There is no empowerment anywhere. Instead of the government to empower these orphans, these are people that terrorists have killed their relations. Instead of the government to empower these people, what did the government do? The government married them off to men. Tell me, is this not trafficking? Is this not human trafficking? How could the government, if you see the incentive that they used to just to make them agree to such arrangements, guys, you know, when you do not have an option, any little thing will entice you. So that was exactly what the government did. When some people said that government are the biggest enablers of terrorism, this is why. See the video here, guys, in Zamfara State.
Mr. Ambassador of Zakat and Endowment Board described the initiative as collective commitment to supporting the state's most vulnerable families. She emphasized that supporting newly married orphans with household items, settling their debts, and providing business startup opportunities will help them make sound financial decisions and open pathways for personal and economic growth.
This occasion highlights our collective commitment to supporting the most vulnerable in our communities: widows, orphans, needy families, and all those who require assistance to live with dignity. Under the administration of His Excellency,
described the initiative as collective commitment to supporting the state's most vulnerable families. She emphasized that supporting newly married orphans.
These are children. These are children that were married off by their own government, by the government that should protect them, the government that failed to protect their parents. These are the same government that married these kids off and then give them little incentive just to entice them and push them to grown men. Tomorrow, these kids, they are without empowerment. They are, forget all these ones they are saying that they are going to empower them, this, that. Why didn't they empower them before they marry them off? Why didn't they empower them and allow them to come of age, like grow and be independent before they marry them off? No, they did not do that. Before you know it, they will give birth to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 children, 13 children, 20 children, as young as they are. They will give birth to those 20 children, and these kids will turn alomajiri because there is no empowerment. There is something that go on in Nigeria. They call it alomajiri in the northern part of Nigeria. Actually, they call it alomajiri, whereby kids, you give birth to kids and then you take those kids to one alhaji. Then the kids will be going out, like they will be on the streets getting money from people and be bringing it to the alhaji. That is one practice that they do in the northern part of Nigeria. I don't know if this is applied to everywhere else, but the northerners said that it's part of Islam. But I don't know if this part of Islam is practiced in Dubai. I doubt that it is practiced in Saudi Arabia or even practiced in decent countries. Only in countries like Nigeria that you see such a thing. These kids are the kids that go on the street. You guys know what street does to people, because when they get to that street, they are vulnerable. Anybody can entice them with little things because they lack family love. They don't know any, like nothing concern them and concern family. Tomorrow, these kids will join bad gangs. They will join Boko Haram. They will join the Islamic State of West Africa. They will join the Ansaru. They will join the Lukrawa. They will join the banditry. They will join all various forms of criminal gangs just for them to get that better life that they were not able to get while growing up. They will join all these criminal gangs, and the government will be asking, what is causing all this insecurity? What is happening to this country? Why are insecurity getting on the rise? This is why the insecurity continues to rise, because rather than empower your citizens, rather than make your citizens see a society where there is job, society where there is empowerment, society where there is, like, people have at least decent form of living, it reduces crime. But Nigerian politicians, Nigerian leadership have not, like, their brains have not gotten to that level yet. They don't know that crime will reduce drastically if the youths are empowered. If the people are empowered, it will reduce crime because everybody will have something legitimate that he or she is doing. That means you will reduce crime. But our politicians do not know all those ones. In fact, it's not like they do not know. They actually know, just that they don't care. They do not care. And on the final news for you guys today, Canada has warned their citizens against traveling to Nigeria at this time. According to them, kidnapping, banditry, and terrorism is on the rise, on the increase in Nigeria. So they are warning all their citizens to avoid Nigeria. For now, they should just avoid Nigeria. That is according to Canadian government. Let me know what you guys think about all these issues that I raised. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. Bye.